Hope everyone's having a great evening. On this video, we're going to go over the indicators I use for my charts. I use the 14 and 30 SMA. I also use volume by price, which is on TrendSpider, as well as some other brokers as well, but it may be different names. I also use trend lines if needed and fibs. On these specific charts that I'm going to show you currently, they will be without fibs. I actually like TrendSpider's charts without the fibs. So the green and the yellow is the 14 and 30 SMA. So here's the 14 right here, the green. The 30 is the yellow. The volume by price is these bars on the side. This part right here is I will show you so you can see. Here is the point of control, which is the purple, and the VWAP, which is the gray one. So when it comes back, the point of control under here, it could change to the downside, and here's the VWAP, volume weighted average price. So you want to level this level off of the past trend reversal. So you can see we had a run up here, we had a dip here, we had a dip here, and then we had the turnaround here. So you could either do it from this candle or this candle. And because I want to see, some more time, if you do it to these candles, I'll change it right now just to show you this. You still see, the volume is in this area. You just have a different, point of control. You still see there's a lot of support in this area, and you could see going across, closes and wicks showing up at that area as well. But what I like to do is go a little bit farther out, at least, 3 months. And we have the May right here off of this reversal candle. And you can see we've only went up since then, with some dips involved. And you can see we're right at that, price of control. So we had the bounce off it the past 2 days. We had an open, on it on this day. And we're playing with that area, and it looks like we're going to break higher. So I use, this area for support. Let's see if we can pull out some other charts that have it. I believe actually, I don't believe so. A volume weighted average price is here though, right in between this gap. And you can see there is, support here in this area right at this volume level on the side here. The longer the bars, the more volume there is in that area. See if we can find something. You can see price of control here on Amazon. Actually, you could see a nice possible setup here. If we could draw, oops, sorry, hold on, let me fix that. Oops. Going across, we could possibly have, let's just say, I'm just gonna, makeshift it, but an ascending triangle into a possible breakout here. Price of the control, and a lot of volume support around this area. As you can see, we continue to rise up. So this could be a breakout in this level right here. Destroy this one. Okay, let me get rid of all of them now. But you can see what I was saying there. I actually went over this on one of the last videos. The ascending triangle is a very bullish pattern, and it looks like we could break out here. The area I'd look for to break out is 3250, which is, of course, 100 points away. But I would think if we could get over that 3200 level, we're going to see that, level that I just stated, 3240, 3250. So watch for 3200, 3186, 3186, 3200. I'm possibly going to take a starter tomorrow, a week out, because these are heavy premiums, so it's a lot of money. So a week out, and possibly like 3165, probably 3175. So it's a little cheaper, because Amazon could obviously move $30 to $100 in a day. Let me show you guys what the 14 and 30 can do, because I showed you what the volume by price can do, how it acts with the support and resistance. As you can see, it's kind of stuck here. You can consider this one a resistance line. It needs to break over this one to gain control bull-wise. And if we go back to Dollar Tree, you can see it's a support line, And if it breaks under, it's bearish. But it's holding very well, and it looks like we're going to continue up into the 100 level. So let's see if I could find something that the 14 and 30 could react to. Obviously, they could act as supports and resistances, as you can see here. But I want to see something else specifically. Same thing here, obviously, support and resistance. Actually, what is something that went up a lot recently? Apple. Okay, so Apple, you could see how this is very far out from the 14 and 30 SMA. Now, when it was up here, actually even better, hold on, let me get Facebook. Okay, so this one is a very good one. We had this big green candle. Well, obviously we had the gap up, the pullback, which could be considered to the 14 and 30 SMA. Once it's far away from those levels, it's decent enough that it could fall back down, not towards those levels, so to say, but to at least, readjust it and reset it. And as you can see, we had a big push here off that break. We had calls here, and we actually sold somewhere off the start of this candle right here. And then I alerted a put on this level. The 14 and 30 SMA were very far down, and it looked like we definitely had, some pullback to do. You never see Facebook go $30 in a day, and it did just that, around 24, 26. And then obviously the next day it continued another 10. So that was I actually had SPY puts that day, just the starter, which I sold for I think 15 to 18%. And I did the same thing here on Facebook. I think I got a 23% return. And basically 14 and 30 SMA are used for support and resistances, or if they're so high above a stock or if they're so below a stock, it could kind of tell you the direction that it needs to turn for at least a bounce downwards or upwards, depending how far away it is from those areas and if it's above the 1430 SMA or below it. And as you can see, they're starting to catch up now. But obviously it started to cool off so that it could do that and reset a little bit. Same thing could happen here. We can get, fill this gap 330 to 332. It may not happen this week. It's very possible we see all-time highs. We're so close to it. I don't think they're going to, stop it right now. We're only 20 points away. So we could see all-time highs, even push another 30 to 50 points and then get a pullback. And, a healthy pullback, at least 5 to 7 points, possibly even filling, this gap down here, or even this gap. I mean, that's a little too far. It'd be, if we go all-time highs and go a little more, it'd be 14 points from there, or like 12 points. So I don't know about that, but we could definitely fill the 14 SMA and bring it right down to it when it gets to around the 333 level. So it'd be a nice, $7 to $8 pullback, which is very good and very healthy. So that's something to look for there. And other than that, that's basically what I use. I use the volume by price on this side, the SMAs, just for support and resistances as well, and the fibs.